The most magnetic women aren't just confident, they know the psychology tricks that make them irresistible. If you've ever wondered why some people own every room they walk into, it's not luck, it's strategy. Let's unlock your it factor and master the body language, confidence, and mind tricks that make you truly charismatic. Meet Amara. Amara had perfected the art of being invisible. At 11 years old, she learned that blending into the background was safer than standing out. The first time she spoke up in class, a group of girls laughed at her answer. It wasn't what she said, it was how she said it. Too soft, too unsure. That moment branded her. From then on, she shrank herself to avoid being noticed. Lunchtime was the worst. The cafeteria buzzed with conversations, laughter, and social alliances she was never a part of. She sat alone, picking at her food, pretending she didn't care. But she did. The sting of exclusion cut deep, leaving scars only she could see. By the time she was a teenager, she had mastered silence. Eye contact felt like exposure, and speaking up felt like a risk she wasn't willing to take. Social events? A battlefield. Friendships? Surface level at best. She convinced herself that being unnoticed was easier. No judgment, no rejection, no pain. But as she grew older, this habit became her prison. In college, she watched as confident women walked into rooms and commanded attention without trying. They weren't necessarily the prettiest or the smartest, yet people gravitated toward them. They had something, an unspoken magic that made them unforgettable. And Amara? She was still the girl who faded into the background. Until one moment changed everything. The shift that changed her life. It wasn't a grand revelation or a life-altering event. It was one small decision, one that felt insignificant at the time. One evening, after another exhausting day of feeling invisible, Amara made herself a promise. She would stop waiting for someone to notice her. Instead, she would start experimenting with small, subtle shifts in her body language, voice, and presence. She started by holding eye contact for just 3 seconds longer in conversations. It felt unnatural at first, but then something strange happened. People started responding differently. They leaned in. They listened. Next, she worked on her posture. Shoulders back, chin slightly lifted, not in arrogance, but in quiet confidence. It felt like a costume at first, but soon it became second nature. Then, she made one of the boldest moves of her life. She trained herself to embrace pauses when she spoke. No more rushed, nervous rambling. Just deliberate, measured words with the kind of certainty she always envied in others. And the results? Immediate. People began treating her differently. Strangers engaged in deeper conversations. Friends started seeking her opinion. Even at work, she noticed something fascinating. When she walked into a room with intention, people noticed before she even said a word. It wasn't luck. It wasn't a personality transplant. It was psychology. The psychology of charisma. Ever wonder why some people just seem to have it? The kind of charm that pulls you in the moment they walk into a room? It's not magic, it's psychology. There's a science to charisma, and understanding it can transform your presence in ways you never thought possible. When Amara began shifting her energy, she unknowingly tapped into the subconscious cues that make people gravitate toward you. It's not about being the loudest or the most extroverted person in the room. It's about how you make others feel. People are naturally drawn to warmth and authenticity. When you exude genuine confidence, it signals to others that you are someone they can trust and connect with. But here's the catch: confidence alone doesn't automatically make you magnetic. You need something more: emotional intelligence. The most charismatic people have an ability to read a room, understand the needs and emotions of others, and connect on a deeper level. This is a skill that can be developed over time. And once you master it, your magnetism will be undeniable. Want to learn more about unlocking your inner magnetism and radiating high-value feminine energy? Hit that subscribe button so you can start mastering the art of confidence, body language, and charisma. Mastering magnetic body language. Ever noticed how some people don't have to say a word to capture your attention? They walk into a room and suddenly, they're the center of focus. That's the power of magnetic body language. It's the way they stand, how they hold their gaze, and the energy they radiate. Magnetic people know how to hold space. They take up room without overpowering others. It's subtle, but incredibly effective. One of the biggest mistakes I see women make is slouching or closing themselves off physically. When you're hunched over or pulling back, it signals to the world that you're unsure or insecure, even if you're trying to hide it. The fix is simple: stand tall, own your space, and make deliberate movements. Don't underestimate the power of your posture. The more you take up space with ease and grace, the more others will be drawn to your presence. The power of your voice and presence. Your voice is one of your most powerful tools in creating a magnetic presence. It's not about how loud you speak, but how you command attention when you do. Think about those women who have the ability to speak softly but make every word count. Their voice is steady, clear, and deliberate, never rushed. When you take your time to speak, people can't help but listen. The key is breathing deeply before you speak. This gives you control over your voice and gives your words weight. And then there's eye contact. Most women avoid it because it can feel awkward. But the secret to making eye contact comfortably is simple: don't stare, just hold it for a few seconds and then let it go. This shows confidence and establishes connection. Lastly, the small tweaks in your physical presence are what make the biggest impact. When you're in a room, make your presence known by how you carry yourself. Be deliberate in your movements and be fully present in the moment. This makes your energy feel magnetic, effortless, and captivating. Mindset shifts for unshakable confidence. Confidence isn't just about what you do, it's about how you think. The mental shifts that lead to unshakable confidence will transform the way you carry yourself and interact with the world. One of the most powerful mental tricks to boost your confidence is simple: stop shrinking yourself. It's easy to downplay your achievements, make yourself smaller in conversations, or hold back your energy to make others feel more comfortable. But here's the secret: when you own your energy, people are naturally drawn to it. Next time you walk into a room, remind yourself that you deserve to take up space. Stop apologizing for who you are. Own the room with your presence, knowing that you have something valuable to offer. This shift in mindset is the foundation of true confidence, one that radiates from within and makes people want to be around you. The art of making others want to be around you doesn't come from being perfect or trying to please everyone. It's about being comfortable with yourself and letting that comfort radiate outwards. People are attracted to authenticity and warmth, and when you embrace that, your confidence becomes magnetic. If you're ready to step into your most charismatic, confident self, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Keep coming back for more tips and tricks to elevate your mindset and transform your presence. It's time to own your power and become the woman you were always meant to be. Charisma isn't about being the loudest or the most perfect person in the room. It's about showing up with presence, owning your confidence, and understanding the energy that draws people to you. Charisma is something that comes from within and reflects in everything you do. As you walk away today, ask yourself, what's one small shift I can make today to start owning my energy and becoming more magnetic? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I can't wait to hear how you plan to transform your presence.